Gen 5. Gen 5. I gotta get away from Gen 5 for this series. But there's too much potential for this series in it! Must resist to kiss my... Ah! My back! So let me tell you something.
I like
Owls. Clearly, the superior animal is the owl. And wouldn't you know it, we've got ourselves an owl line in Generation 2, the Noctowl line.
But what about the Rowlet line?
So, the Noctowl line. Honestly, if I had to make a list of my top 7 Generation 2 Pokemon, Noctowl would probably be in the top 4. But enough about me wasting time. Wheel of Pokemania, turn, was the type that Noctowl shall earn.
You stole it from...
Psychic! Or more specifically, Psychic Flying. Now before you guys get on me for the Xatu line, hear me out first. Let's consider Noctowl's move pool, for example. Not counting relearned moves, Noctowl gets a whopping 8 psychic attacks, most of them being special attacks, naturally, while learning 6 normal attacks, most of them physical. This would give Noctowl an additional stab and help make its special attack stat be a bit more viable. In addition, there are several pieces of lore that could be used to work with giving this bird the psychic nature. Let's start with Greek lore, with Athena, the goddess of wisdom, who has an owl to be her mascot. Coincidentally, Athena also originally had a crow as her sidekick, who was characterized to be a prankster. And what other bird Pokemon do we get in Generation 2 that now has the prankster ability? Murkrow. Of course, with being a representation of wisdom, that being associated with the mind, it worked pretty well with Noctowl. But there are other legends concerning owls that aid in how this owl could become a psychic type, and that goes into Native American lore, where a number of tribes held stories about owls, which most of them had relation to prophecy and divination. Now, there are some downsides to Noctowl becoming a psychic flying type. For one thing, it'd lose its immunity to ghost attacks and actually gain it as a weakness, as well as an additional weakness to dark types. However, it becomes stronger against fighting types and gain a resistance to psychic type attacks. Still, I think a Pokemon like this would actually benefit from a psychic typing, especially since it managed to get a stat boost in the Generation 7. Not a huge one, but still a good one. But as always, I leave it to you guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. In addition, if you have a suggestion for what Pokemon you want to see on Pokemon MIstypes, let me know as well down below. I'm your host, MIstypes, and remember to examine your fandom.